Welcome, collectors and hobby enthusiasts. Thank you for joining me for this episode of Diecast Emporium. In today's video, we're going to be reviewing a long discontinued model by Classic Construction Models. This is the Caterpillar D7 track-type tractor with towed ripper in 1/87 scale, made entirely of brass. So this model was made in 2005, so it's about 15 years old by the time I'm filming this review, and it really is just a work of art. So a little bit of history on the Cat D7. It was introduced in the 1940s as a replacement to the RD7. The Dozer had an 831 cubic inch four-cylinder diesel engine producing 80 horsepower. For steering and movement, each track was independently operated by a slow-speed multi-disc clutch and handbrake. The D7 was in production for over 20 years and working hard decades later. So as you can see, not only do you get the track-type tractor with this particular model, but you actually get a towed ripper. And again, the towed ripper is also in brass. So the model measures 4.75 inches long. And again, when this came out in 2005, the original MSRP was about $160 US. As we often see with CCM models, these things just take off in value. So you're lucky to find one of these for under $500 or $600 today. So, before we take a better look at the model, let's take a look at the packaging that it comes in. This is really quite cool. I like this older style, dare I say, throwback to the old Cat Toys box. It says HO model toy number 63. That's on the pull-out sleeve. On the side, you can see Classic Construction Models made in Korea with the serial number on the side. This is serial number 62. D7 over here. And by the way, this number, from everything that I've seen, and I've seen a lot of these over the years that I've come across, this number does not change. It's number 63 on all of them. When you take the sleeve off, this is what the model comes in. You pop the top, and inside, the model's housed in the foam rubber. And here, which I don't have on the tractor right now, but these are pins. So if you wanted to pin the ripper onto the rear of the tractor in the tow bar, in the hitch right here, you can just see it right there. You can if you wanted to. But really, for display possibilities, if you're not going to be moving it, it's not necessary. So to make sure that I don't lose these tiny pins, I just leave it in the box. So that's the packaging. Again, this is the other side. Caterpillar, legendary licensed merchandise, copyright 2004. Collector's model, not a toy, not suitable for children. 2004 Caterpillar, Caterpillar, and their design marks are registered trademarks of Caterpillar Inc. Okay, let's bring the model back in. Let's take a look first at the towed ripper. So the wheels actually move. Not sure if my camera is picking that up, but if you can focus it in, the wheels are moving. You can obviously pose the ripper just by itself if you don't want it hooked up to anything. You have the Cat logo right here, the old school Caterpillar logo. There's your hitch that you would put onto the back of the tractor if you want to. The ripper has 3 shanks on it. On this old tow plow type ripper, which again, very detailed, very nice. Here's what it looks like underneath. That might be a little bit hard to read, but basically it just says Caterpillar, Classic Construction Models underneath. What else does this say? Have to bring it closer. Scale 1/87, serial number 62, made in Korea. So it also has the serial number on the actual ripper, which is nice. That way, you can always tell that the two are original. They were together as a set. No funky business has taken place, and that, they weren't swapped out. So that's the ripper. Let's focus in now on the D7. So again, made entirely of brass. Mostly this is old cat yellow. Obviously the tracks are black, which is nice. Here's your blade. Here's this side with the see-through engine. You have Caterpillar written long ways or longitudinally here. Here's your operator station with your detailed levers with the tops of it painted in black. On the back, you have D7 and then Caterpillar Diesel. And this is your hitch, which again, you can swing it to either side, depending on which way you want the plow to go. But this is probably the coolest aspect of this model. So this is the lever that they incorporated, and it actually works. So you can raise the blade just by touching the lever. Again, you want to be really, really careful. Underneath, again, some detail there, and some engine detail, underside of the blade detail. So again, we'll put these two together just so you can see what they look like. So, and this is what I mean by you don't need necessarily the pin if you're just putting this in your display cabinet like I do. They just lock in like that. So, we'll close out the video by showing a couple more brass CCM Dozers that I have. These, if you're an avid viewer of the channel, chances are you've seen these ones. So let's move the D7 out of here. So this is a D8R. This was originally part of the original 12 set by CCM that really started everything. Great model, tons and tons of detail. The stacks are the tracks rather are static on this model. Say that 10 times fast. But it is highly detailed. The cab is also see-through. There's no glass in it. But you can raise the blade carefully. You have a hitch on the back. Here's what the right side looks like. And then you have your blade perforations all up on top. So pretty impressive to see this in such a tiny scale. This was serial number 57. So that's the Cat D8R. Last one I'll show you is the mighty D11R. So this was released after the original 12, so this was kind of an add-on to the brass models. They made multiple different versions of this. This is just the standard one right here. But they made a mining white version, they made a carry dozer version, they made an anti-glare version. So again, this is just the standard one, but these are extremely impressive pieces. You can actually adjust the height of the ripper by removing this, so you can drop the ripper down if you want to, and the whole mechanism lowers. The blade works as well. This, you do have window glass in it. But just check out all of the intricate detail. You're not going to find better 1/87 scale models than what CCM produced back in the day. I think their most recent 1/87 scale model that they did in brass was the 349 excavator in 2017. So I hope that they are giving consideration to doing more, because they are due to produce another masterpiece in brass. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think of the D7. I think it's an awesome model. Again, the biggest thing about CCM brass models is that you are buying an investment piece, so it's very wise to store your model somewhere safe. Make sure you always keep the box, and if it is one that comes with a certificate of authenticity, these D7s never came with a certificate of authenticity, but in terms of the original 12 and the D11, those do come with the certificate of authenticity. Make sure you don't throw away any of your paperwork. I know that's pretty obvious, but to some people it may not be. Again, CCM pieces, view it as an investment. Even if you never plan to sell it, always take care of your models. That's extremely important. As always, I'm Tommy with Diecast Emporium. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, be safe. I'll see you in the next review.